Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen.
Not much has changed since we left. At halftime, the snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Escaping the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Tyler Kroft from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to you. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On play action, Allen. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Shifts past him at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
58, right over there. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Allen flushed out right. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada,
And off we go from Las Vegas. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Allen off the bootleg.
That goes out wide to Murray.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Allen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Murray will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyler Matakevich coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Jackson steps away. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Rolling to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Patrick Ricard.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bills ready to take over.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Throwing now is Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Keeps himself upright. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Allen going to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Scramble, it gets him a 1st down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To the air, Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Taking it about the 16.
A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Quick slant to Shakir.